Hi, thank you for watching Smart Wisdom video blog on the recruitment. For those of you who don't know me, my name is Magda Moll and I'm the head of recruitment at Smart Wisdom. I'm also a qualified dental nurse. Last time, in the last episode, we spoke about skills and experience of a dental nurse. What I wanted to do today is to focus a little bit more on skills, but in relation to honesty, because I feel like these two, skills and honesty, or work experience and honesty, are really related, and I wanted to tell you how and why is it important. So let's start with skills. So a good dental nurse should have a trait of skills which she will use at work. So these skills include first of all, being organized, being able to plan the work ahead, having good customer service or patient service skills, being reliable, being punctual, being tidy and clean, being able to observe and adhere to rules, and having good teamwork skills. Okay, so this is not a full list, this is not everything what you need to have, but most likely if you had this, you're gonna make a good dental nurse. And why is it sometimes tempting when you're writing your CV, why is it sometimes tempting to actually add some extra skills which you not necessarily have to your CV? Because with experience, it's not that easy to bend the truth, so to say, because your experience is pure facts and people can verify them. But when it comes to skills, no one can really check on your skills in advance. So it is sometimes tempting for you to just give your CV a little revamp and to add something that you might not necessarily have. And many people will tell you that this is not a bad thing, this will help you, and this is something that everyone does. But is it actually bad? Yes. Okay, so the simple answer is yes. And why? I'll give you some examples. Okay, so I used to run a practice myself for nearly 10 years, and this is a real life example. So I've seen a CV where the candidate said that they are really well organized, and that's amazing. This is a really good skill for a dental nurse to have. However, their CV was a complete mess. So there were different fonts, different colors, different layouts, and the CV was just a mess, and just a visual mess, and it wasn't even pleasant to look at. So was this person well organized? Probably not. I don't know, because I never invited them for an interview. And now it's not because I'm a bad person and I didn't want to give them a chance. It's just because your CV is the main thing that I would look at to know more about you. So if your CV doesn't really make sense in a factual way, I'm really sorry, but your employer is looking for someone who is honest and someone who is reliable. So the CV would probably go in the bin. I'll give you another example. I had a CV of someone who said that they are punctual. Again, that might have been the case, and they said that they're really good when it comes to planning. So they can plan the day, they can plan the schedule, because working with a dentist, you have to plan sometimes 2 weeks in advance. You need to know what's happening in the practice, and you need to know your schedule. So planning ahead and being punctual, that's amazing. But they were actually late for an interview, unfortunately, and the excuse or the reason they gave me is that because they didn't anticipate that the commute is going to be that long. So it's straight away, it's a little bit unclear as to why they said that they are able to plan ahead and they didn't plan the journey. Obviously that person didn't get a job. again, it's not because I'm trying to be overly harsh or I didn't like that person. It's just that, I want them to be honest. If you don't have certain skills, that's absolutely fine. You don't have to be perfect. No one is perfect. I'm not perfect. I was a nurse, but I was never perfect. And, as an employer, I realized that as well. But don't put on your CV something that doesn't exist or something that you don't really have. Again, you have to, know yourself best. So you need to evaluate your own skills, and you need to make sure that what you put on your CV is, first of all, honest, and second of all, is relevant. So if you worked, I've used this example before, but I'm gonna make a use of it again. If you worked in a coffee shop, think of what experience and skills you have. You have customer service skills, complaint handling skills, money handling skills. So put all of this on your CV. Don't be afraid of using this as a great example of customer service, for example. If you worked as a cleaner before, again, you are well organized, most likely, and you are clean and tidy. This is something that your dentist would look out for. So put it in your CV. If you worked as a beautician, you have clinical skills. You have amazing clinical skills that you have to show off to your potential employer. So you have to make sure that this is on your CV and it's well and nicely exposed. Okay, so use what you got. Don't be afraid of using different work experience from different backgrounds. Just think a little bit about how to use it. Just maybe read the job description of a dental nurse and see where you can match yourself with that job description, and then put it on your CV. Okay, so it's really not difficult, but sometimes it can be a little bit tricky if you don't think it through, if you don't plan it. Next time we're going to talk about cover letters, because again, that's something that many people don't really know how to write, or in fact, if you even have to write a cover letter. So next time we're going to talk about cover letters. If you're interested, skip to the next video, but for now, thank you for watching. Bye.